Hey ladies, this is Every Way Woman. Different women, different opinions, and great conversation. Today's show, we're so excited, dedicated to the total woman, especially the mother. Thank you ladies for being here, especially Michelle. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
Some changes, huh, Michelle?
Yes, I'm now sporting the baby bump.
Oh,
we love it.
It looks so good on you.
I'm MIA for 3 months, and I come back with a 3-month baby bump. So there you go.
That's awesome.
Good surprise.
Good surprise.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So I've been reading, and of course, breastfeeding is back in the media, hot topic once again. And recently on Shine, I saw that there was a woman breastfeeding in the classroom. What do we think about this, ladies? Appropriate, inappropriate?
Inappropriate and unprofessional, because the baby shouldn't be there in the first place. I don't bring my child to work.
Do you have a child?
No, but you can't bring kids to work because it's dangerous. Something could happen to the kid.
Right.
You can't effectively watch your
but
child.
Have things change for you when you don't have anyone to watch your infant child?
Right.
It's the first day of class. You're trying to be professional. You're trying to do your job. But something out of the ordinary happens.
She shouldn't have come to work.
So
she could have had a fill-in.
Then she risked tenure?
No, she should have had a fill. No, because the thing is that they said at the job that you can use absent days. She's a teacher. She's a professor.
Yes, but she
They
would
have
risk
days to take off.
tenure. It's the first day of class. You want to do a good job.
Right,
Okay,
you do, but at the same time, that's not a good job because you can't effectively teach a class if you're too busy worried about your kid, which they said was crawling around.
Right.
No,
and
she
getting
had
out.
a T-surge assistant.
The thing that was more concerning was the fact that she brought a sick child
Right.
into a lecture hall with
with
college
germs.
students that, you know, there's probably more than 100 college students in a lecture hall. So that was more concerning to me than the breastfeeding aspect. But I do think that, you know, bringing a sick child anywhere is a concern.
Yes.
I think that
especially
should be
a
first.
classroom.
And having
First
it
and
crawl
foremost.
around on the dirty floor, and the child was crawling around. The article did say the child crawled on the floor.
Oh, but
Well,
that's
that's not a big deal.
That's
I
not
mean,
the topic of
yeah.
concern.
She's
But
sick.
It's but it's
What
about
does-
the breastfeeding.
Well,
Do you
okay.
breastfeed in public?
I don't. This is my second child. I did nurse my first one for I only nursed her for the first 4 months, which I was pretty much at home. She didn't really totally take to nursing 100%. So she had a huge appetite, and I personally could not keep up with the milk. So it just ended up being that
Bottle
the
was fed.
circumstance. Yeah, she ended up being bottle fed. And I was home for the first 3 months, so I was never really in the situation where I was publicly breastfeeding her. I was home, or I was at a family member's house. I do not have a problem with public breastfeeding.
No.
However, I do think there is a fine line and
Between work, it's professionalism.
it's a
at the end
professional
of the day.
situation.
Because in my opinion, I'm sorry, like where I work at, I couldn't bring my child to work and assist customers. That's unprofessional, and it's crazy. It's
Well,
ludicrous.
let's set
because
this
you
up
have to
a
have
second.
rules
But
and
if you
guidelines.
take a sick day, are you risking getting tenure? Are you risking your class
I can
not
risk a lot
working?
of stuff.
what's the
Like a
risk?
lot of
I'm
things
not-
that
I'm
have
not
risks.
even-
Everybody's job has risks with not taking off. But do you take your child to work? Are you allowed to even do that?
You
No
know
job
what?
is allowed to
At
do
Crown
that.
City
And
News,
that's-
I am allowed to bring my child. And sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when they're sick and you don't have another option,
Okay.
what do you do?
But are they going to go in front of the camera with you while you're actually?
No.
Okay,
The
exactly.
problem
That's
is
my
I
point.
didn't
She
have
was
a-
teaching with that baby.
I don't think the problem was that
and
the
she-
child was there.
Well,
the
the good
problem
thing
was
is
the
she
breastfeeding.
did
No, some-
announce to
sorry.
her students. She did announce to her students before the class began that she was going to breastfeed. That if it did bother somebody, they were welcome to leave the room. She did announce
But what if
these
the
were
kid? She
college-aged
just announced it, but
kids.
some of the
These
kids
are-
may
no.
have assumed that she was going to step out, breastfeed the kid, and come
It's
right
a
back.
gender equality class. I mean, for God's sakes. I mean,
It's
if
unprofessional.
you
life
can't
lesson
have-
in
I'm
itself.
Exactly.
Right,
If you
right.
can't at that
No.
situation, give her a break.
No.
But she's risking her
It's
job now.
unprofessional.
It is unprofessional.
She's not risking her job.
She is.
I know
personal
teachers
choice.
and professors who have missed the first day. It's not a risk of a job. She just did not, and what she stated
know what?
specifically was that she did not want to let the class fall downhill. But this is a college or university. These are students who are self-taught. You can, you as a teacher, you're a
they're
facilitator.
so
You don't have
independent,
to.
but they can't
You can
watch a
bring
woman
out the
breastfeeding?
curriculum.
It's
No,
about
you can't because
breastfeeding in
it's
public.
distracting and it's unprofessional. You
I
cannot
mean-
effectively teach a class with a crying baby. I'm sorry, it's just unprofessional and it
Michelle,
should not be there.
Well, breastfeeding in public, you know, the thing is, let's just face it, society sexualizes the breast.
They do.
Well,
But really,
absolutely.
but really,
Different.
breasts are there to feed your your children. So, I mean, in this situation, it's not something that I would have personally have done. I would have taken a sick day. I just think it's unprofessional, and I don't want to be sitting there in my lecture class nursing my child. I feel like I need to be focusing on one or the other. So, but I mean, if we're just talking about public breastfeeding in general, I mean,
that's okay.
That's okay.
But at the workplace, no. And the thing is that women are always crying about rights and equality and this, that, and the other, and you want to do this. But that's the same thing. If I were to get sick, I don't come to work. I have to take off work, and I do risk a lot.
You are not an assistant principal trying to move up the ladder.
She's not an assistant principal.
Mommy,
she's an assistant professor.
We know,
if you're
Mommy.
an assistant
It doesn't
professor
matter. You
trying
have
to climb
to work.
the ladder, it changes
Well, she shouldn't have had
everything.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
We know about the fact that the kids. No, it's not ridiculous.
We know mommies can do this, that, and many more. Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. We'll be right back.
Okay.
but I'm